Do you want to get paid to play solo shows as a musician? Or maybe you already do play solo shows and you just want to see what somebody else does? This is what I bring. This is my thought process. My name is Dalton Earl. I'm the lead singer of and the songwriter of the band Earlshreds, but I also play solo acoustic shows, cover shows to Dalton Ponder or Earlshreds, whatever, I don't care. But here's what I bring, and here's kind of my thought process. And the main takeaway is do more than what you think you need to do, and that goes for anything in life, and you will get work. I know you don't want to. You want to be lazy, especially musicians. They want to be lazy, but go above and beyond. You'll get work. That's what I've found in music. It's extremely competitive. So whatever you can do to set yourself apart from the chaff, then you should do it. First thing that's up, you should definitely bring, and is what I bring, digital amp processor modeler. I use this Helix. I love this Helix. It is so great. I love my Helix, but there are so many even smaller ones. This one is like the big floor model. They make compact ones. I use this for everything, full band shows with my original band and solo shows, so I have this one. But I have a Pod Go as well that is also great, but this sounds great. You're going to say, oh, I'm just going to play an acoustic show. I'm just going to plug into the DI. You can just plug into the DI, but when you're starting out, or anywhere really, even if you're established, you're going to play at places that just have shitty speakers or don't have anything. Tonight I'm bringing my own system, but if you just want to plug your acoustic guitar into somebody's random DI box into their speakers, that's fine. You have no compression, no effects. With this Helix, I have a patch set up, and you should spend time, if you get a digital amp model 4 thing like this, spend time on your patches. People can tell. They don't know what any of that means, but the audience can tell that it sounds way better than the last dude they heard that just plugged their acoustic into a DI box. I have compressors on mine. I'm an effect that makes it sound like a 12-string. I have a loop pedal. Loop pedals are great if you can learn it for solo shows, because you can play solos and you don't just have to sing and play chords. I love to play guitar. I am a lead guitar player, so I love that I can play solos. But set up your digital patch right there. Set it up. Make it sound good. That's one of the easiest ways. People just see that you brought this thing and you really care about how your guitar sounds. People tell me all the time, man, your acoustic guitar sounds great. And I have a $300 acoustic guitar that I play. And it's really just, the technology is so good now. Just do it. Next up, you're probably going to be asked to play a lot of times where you got to bring your own speaker. But you're also going to be playing lots of places where you do not need to be loud and they just want music in the background. Invest in a high quality speaker. This is a QSC speaker. It's very expensive for the size, but it was well worth it. Invest in one not huge 12-inch, 15-inch high quality speaker. You need something that's not going to break and is going to sound great. I highly recommend these QSC. They're expensive, but it's something you should not cheap out on. You can cheap out on your instrument, honestly. If you get a cheap instrument that just stays in tune and works and is reliable, cheap out on that. But don't cheat or cheap out on the output of your sound. It is what it is. And also, if you get a 12-inch like this one, you can use it for a loudspeaker when you're playing solo shows, or you can bring it, and it's a great monitor as well. So check out the QSC stuff. I don't really know about any other brands, but I highly recommend QSC for that application. Next up, incredibly important thing, a backpack. Load up all your knick-knack crap in a backpack, and that will be your main backpack. This backpack, it has my Pod Go in it for just emergencies. It's got my power conditioner. It's got my in-ears, and a backpack like this, you can keep a little stand, guitar stand, so you don't look like a scrub. You don't have to bring a huge one. It's got my in-ears, chargers, cables, power cables, IC cables, anything you could think of, put it in a backpack. You do not, all these little things, chargers, cables, in-ears, transmitters, all this little stuff, if you do not commit to keeping it in one bag, one backpack, you're going to forget things. And this is the type of job where like one stupid cable can ruin your night and you cannot play. So get 2 of those cables, 2 of everything, put them in a backpack. Everything always goes in the backpack. You can get several backpacks. I have backpacks that are just XLR cords. I have backpacks that are just microphones, but that's a great way to do it. This backpack, I keep vocal mics, a spare mic, all the cords. It's very important. Obviously, if you're going to play acoustic shows, you need to have an acoustic guitar. But like I said earlier, you do not need and you should not bring, unless you got loads of money, which some of y'all do. Damn, I can't open this stupid thing. Hold on. I don't know. Oh. Some of y'all do, but for the rest of us that got to work for a living, don't have a lot of money, just get a cheap guitar. It's got to sound good, and it's got to always work and be reliable. But this one was like $300. The technology today is so great. You can make anything sound good. You can sit there and say, oh, the Fishman pickups, I need this. You can have it if you want. But you know what? People compliment me all the time. Guitars. Always pack 9-volt batteries with your acoustic. It's extremely important. I also bring one of these with my electric guitar in it as a backup. I would definitely recommend, if you can afford it, having a backup acoustic. I cannot afford that in the moment. I want to get a backup acoustic, but I bring that electric. It's my Telecaster because it does sound okay by itself. You never know if this guitar breaks. You don't want to be sitting there and go, well, I can't play the show because I don't have a guitar. This goes for electric or acoustic. Always bring a backup guitar. Just bring two. I know you don't want to carry it around. Most of the time you can just leave it in the truck. You know, you pause the show, go to your vehicle, go get the guitar. But you're going to bring backup guitars. I'm bringing my electric. One day, I'm going to get a backup acoustic. I cannot wait. I just love acoustic guitar. And I really want one that sounds good without being plugged in. This guitar Luna does not sound good, just not plugged in the room. It sounds great plugged in, but I would like a guitar. So shout out. If you know any work, you want me to play anywhere, let's do it. Make it happen. Last but not least, I'm bringing the keys. I bring keys for everywhere that I go when I play these solo shows. If you're a multi-instrumentalist and you can play the keys or any other instrument that you can play by yourself while you're singing, bring it. It makes you stand out. Oh, I'm just getting paid to play the acoustic. Oh, I'm not getting paid. Okay, cool. You just look like everybody else. I bring my keyboard because I'm already setting everything up. Why not? And it makes you stand out. So if you can play the keys, you get hired to play the guitar, bring your keyboard, play some songs. Even if you just play 2 songs on keyboard, it's set me apart. And people go, wow, he actually is putting effort into doing this. But other than that, oh, hold on. Yeah, the last thing you got to bring, I highly recommend, and this is really if you're running your own sound out of your own speaker, it is a mixing board. Don't bring your dog. I recommend shout out Nate, he lets me use his QSC Touch Mix. The QSC Touch Mix is a great mixing board. It is very small, very portable, and it sounds great. And if you're having a rough day singing, it's got pitch correct. Add a little bit of pitch correct. It makes you sound way better than you are. But other than that, bring that. I hope this helped. I hope this gave you some insight. This is what I bring. You know, I bring stand. Don't forget your stands for your speakers. Always bring some extension cords. But yeah, I'm going to a solo show. I'm playing in Salado right now. I need to leave. Shout out. Love you guys. I'll go check out the OG music. And if you know anybody, you want to hear cover music, you want to hear a solo show, you want to hear original music, just shoot me a DM, hit me up, go to my website, earlshreds.com. Let me know. Love you.